leaders of Arise South Africa. Many people have been asking, what is Arise South Africa going to do? What's going on with Arise South Africa? Is Arise South Africa on the ballot paper? Is it not on the ballot paper? What caused this? What's the cause of action? What are we going to do? And today I seek to answer all those questions in today's live session. But welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Mpho Dagada, and I'm the president of Arise South Africa. And I want you to share this video with as many people as possible because this is an unplanned live. We didn't announce before that we're going live. So share it with as many people as possible in all the Arise South Africa WhatsApp groups that we've got. We've got so many WhatsApp groups, over 400 WhatsApp groups. Let's make sure that we share it every single place so that everybody knows that we are live. Alert everybody that we are live. Now, leaders, you've all seen the headlines. You've all seen the papers. You've all seen what has been going on. And many people have sent in messages. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people are worried. A lot of people also have questions to say, what is actually going on? And all those questions are all warranted. All those concerns are all warranted. And in today's live session, I hope that I'll be able to answer all those questions and give clarity to every single person that seems to not have clarity as to what is going on. Now, we received news. We received news as Arise South Africa that Arise South Africa had been removed from the ballot paper. We received news that it had been removed from the ballot paper. Now, what happened is that when the IEC released the list of all the political parties that were going to contest the national, the provincial, and also what they call the regional ballot, when that list came out on the 26th, Arise South Africa was on that list. We were there on the national list. We were also there on the provincial list. We were not there on the regional list. So we then asked to say, why are we not there on the regional list? And on the 27th, we were then removed from the national ballot paper. When that happened, I came in and I shared a video with everybody where I explained that we'd been removed from the national ballot paper without reason or explanation. And what we did as Arise South Africa is we went to the IEC to try and understand why were we removed from the ballot paper. And as we did that, we didn't get clear answers. We were told to send in emails. We followed suit. We sent in emails. And not only that, we also went out and did a peaceful march at the IEC, demanding that we get answers to why is Arise South Africa all of a sudden no longer on the ballot paper. And we posted this video that was shot by the SABC. We posted it on our pages. Let's have a look at this.
Meanwhile, members of Arise South Africa staged a march outside the offices of the IEC, accusing the Commission of removing them from the provisional list without an explanation.
60 days before the elections, we are being told that it is an administrative error and we've been removed from the national ballot. We find this to be nefarious, we find this to be unfair, and the fact that it had to get to us coming here to demonstrate in a peaceful march to say why were we removed. We don't understand why young people in this country must continue to be subjected to this sort of thing. Now, that's what we were told, and that's what we did. We took action, we went out, and we marched for answers. That whole day as Arise South Africa, we were at the headquarters of the IEC the whole day. And if you haven't watched the video, there is a live video of us there. And at 4 o'clock on that day, while we're demanding that can we get answers, the IEC then sent us an explanation. That explanation that we were sent by the IEC did not make any sense. That explanation that was sent by the IEC was an explanation to us that we didn't understand what they were trying to say. And as a result of that, after having marched the whole day to try and get an answer, you must understand that as a new political party that's not funded like all the other political parties are by certain cliques and certain groups, for us to do anything, it takes effort from our side. So by us going to the IEC, we went there because we were frustrated to understand why are we removed from the national ballot paper. And when we got there, the whole day, the IEC closed their gates. They called the police on us. If you see that interview, I'm being interviewed from behind the gates of the IEC. And As a result of that all happening, what then happened after that is that at the end, when the media started to arrive, the IEC then sent us an email. Now, I don't want to get involved in complaining about what the IEC is doing and whether it's unfair and this and that, because right now we are 56 days away from the 2024 national and provincial elections in this country. And we don't want to fall into a trap of being complainers and being people that are complaining and whining without knowing what's going on. I sat down and I thought about this and I said, what could all this be? Why is Arise South Africa experiencing this? And for people that are saying, because I must address this, there are some people that think that we are somewhat stupid, if I can put it in that way. There are people who are saying, oh, maybe you missed a button when you were submitting. Maybe you didn't click a button. Look, as Arise South Africa, we can't plan for an election, pay 750,000, submit over 50,000 signatures to the IEC, only for us to forget to click a button. So those that are questioning, to say, oh, maybe we made a mistake or that, my response to them would to say that they are looking at this in a very shallow way. Now, when we started as Arise South Africa, we knew that what we were trying to do is what many people have called impossible. Many people have said to us, it's impossible to change the system. Many people have said to us, it doesn't matter what you do, the deep state will always win. Many people said to us, it doesn't matter this political route you're trying to take. There are people that own this country, and if you don't go and bow before them, you will not be on the ballot paper. Many people want, look, if you're not going to go and ask them to give you, if you're not going to go and beg them in order for you to participate in the election, they will remove you. And we said to those people, it will not happen. People said to us that they will have to kill you. They will have to stop you. They will have to infiltrate. They will have to do everything because that's how the deep state operates. And I said to people, it will not happen. And when I went to that meeting at the IEC and we got out and we saw this happening, I then realized that the role we are playing and what we are doing, we can no longer be naive about this. We can no longer just look at things from a face value point of view and be arguing about whether a button was clicked or not. We need to see this for what it is. This country, South Africa, is owned by a group of people. Some have called them white monopoly capital. Some have called them the deep state. Some have called them an apartheid regime that wants to continue ruling. Some have called them funders of political parties. But what is clear, what we saw as Arise South Africa, is that in this country, politicians are all sponsored and paid by the same people. All of them. We saw very recently the Oppenheimers, the Ruperts, they all fund political parties. They fund all of them. And as Arise South Africa, we came on the scene and we said, number one, we will not bow. We will not be funded by these people. Number two, we will tell the truth. Everything that came out, we told the truth. Rand manipulation, we told the truth. We told the truth about how political parties have been funded. We told the truth even when the truth was dangerous. We told the truth. People kept warning us to say, this telling the truth, going out there and challenging people that own the country, going out there and exposing people, they said, they will deal with you. Some even came to my face and said, President, what you are trying to do, many have tried to do it. Believe me, you will not win. These people will shut you up or they will deal with you. Some even said, President, they will kill you. That's what people said. And I said, we must stand for the truth. There is one thing that we must do is stand for the truth no matter what. When the time came, say, Arise South Africa, you need to submit this many signatures ground, and we submitted all the signatures. You were there, you saw it. When it was time for us to pay the money, we came here on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and we said, we don't have the funds to pay. We are not funded by them. Mind you, the reason why we were not funded by them is not because they didn't want to fund us. No, nobody must ever get that right. The reason not funded by them is because we made a decision to say we will not be captured as a Rise Africa. We will stand for the truth and we will not allow ourselves to be controlled by anybody. We came here and we said to all of you that we have money to pay for elections. And people came and said, President, for the truth you have revealed, every video that we watched of you revealing the truth without fear, without being corrupt or trying to hide this one or protect this one, they said we will fund the movement. And South Africans started to give from the 200, the 150. We raised the membership fee to 150. South Africans started to give. People started to give. People said we will give our 1,000s, we'll give our 5,000s up until we see Arise South Africa on the ballot paper. And did it publicly while they were all watching. We made it a public spectacle to say we will not be bought or controlled. And we, the people, we will fund our own movement, Arise South Africa. And we did it. We funded it and we showed everything transparently. Now, what then happened is, after we submitted, we checked to say, IEC, is everything okay? They said everything is okay. We checked, we double checked, we triple checked. They said everything is fine. And all we saw, Arise South Africa is there on the national ballot. We are there on the provincial ballot. We started to celebrate. We said victory is near. And overnight, on the 20th, in the evening, we were removed. When we went to ask why were we removed, what happened? They said, we received your money. They said, we received your signatures. They said, but there is a button that you forgot to click. While you were working, you forgot to click this button. And because you didn't click this button, you can no longer be in the elections. We said, what button is this? They brought in technical people. These are the people that built the system you were working on. These are the engineers. The engineers began to surround me. They said, yes, Arise South not we are sure. We were monitoring Arise South Africa. We were checking everything. You did not do it. I came back to the leaders and I said, leaders, how can we gather up 750,000? How can we gather up over 50,000 signatures? And then they tell us that we failed at clicking a button. Arise South Africa, a political party that talks about technology, that understands systems. They say you didn't click a button. I said, leaders, we can't keep quiet. We need to go and find answers. We went, we did a march. Upon doing the march, when we were there, they called the police. You know, I counted, there were over 30 police with guns waiting for us there. When we got there as Arise South Africa, the police were already waiting for us. The leaders started to say, President, maybe we should, maybe we should do something. As I said, look, whether the police are waiting or not, we are going ahead. We went ahead. And while we were there the whole day, we were singing songs. And I want to thank all the leaders that came out to the IEC. Leaders that took out their time to come out and stand with us. Thank you so much for doing so. While we were there at the IEC, they were coming. The CEO, the people that run the IEC, they came, they watched us, they turned around. They came, they watched us, they turned around. We received no answers. Only at 4 o'clock, when we realized that people need to now go home, then they came out and they said, we've sent you an email, a letter, explaining that indeed you didn't click the buttons we say you clicked. And as a result of that, you are now no longer going to be in the elections. You are disqualified. This is happening all within 60 days to the elections. I sat down and many of our leaders, a lot of the leaders said, President, we are discouraged. President, we are frustrated. President, we are worried. We did everything that we could do. We stood with Arise South Africa. People said that we prayed for this. And in that time, I remembered all the prophetic words that have come out to say, this is not a normal movement. This is not just a normal idea that somebody came up with. No. This is a very significant movement. Before the foundations of this world, it was known that Arise South Africa will come up, that a generation of people will stand up and talk the truth and change South Africa and the rest of Africa to what it is destined and it is supposed to be. Many people, when they saw Arise South Africa, they immediately connected with the vision. Many people said, we know that this is the truth. Many people said that we stand for the truth with Arise South Africa. And we hear that because we didn't click a button. I mean, a button. Imagine being told that you didn't click a button and that's the reason why you are now disqualified from elections. People warned us and said, President, where you are going in politics, somebody said that politics is a den of thieves and a pit of snakes. They said, President, they will find anything to make sure that you don't make it. Some warned me and said, President, they will find maybe a woman and they will come and say, look, do this and that. And this woman will say, President, you have done something to me. They said maybe they'll pull up a case and they'll arrest you. You know, and things have been happening. Cases have come. But in the ways, we have escaped and we've been on the safe side. People came, situations came, people came. You know, we had all sorts of wars and fights that we fought in the background to get to where we are. People came and said it will not happen. There was no money at a certain point. There was no this, there was no that. But we prevailed at the end. And just when we rested, you know, I said to somebody, I said, you know, after we submitted everything to the ICE, even my prayers, I stopped, you know, going in for many hours. And I had a bit of a relief to say, hey, we are done. Let's relax. The moment we relaxed, it's like they were waiting to say, let's wait for them to think everything is done. And they strike and say, there's a button. You forgot a button. You will no longer be on the election. Now, I want each and every one of us to be aware that when I looked at the elections and I looked at all the political parties that are there, all of them are funded by the same people. Arise South Africa is the only political party that was not funded by these people that was supposed to be on that national ballot, and we were not. The rest of them, all of them, funded by the same families, funded by the same people, funded by the same group of people, except for Arise South Africa. The deep state is what I call them. They launched a missile. They said, look, when it comes to the ground, there are too many people that are giving Arise South Africa their signatures and their ID numbers. They said, when it comes to membership, Arise South Africa is winning. They said, in the media, Arise South Africa is everywhere. They said, everybody knows about Arise South Africa. They said, but Arise South Africa has not come to bow before the owners of the country. People came and sat down with me and said, President, I would advise you to go and bow. Go to Stellenbosch and bow before the owners of the country, or else they will deal with you. I said, we will not bow. People came and said, listen, there are people who own this country. They run this country. If you don't go and ask for permission from them to run in the election and guarantee them that you will not be affecting any of their programs of what they are planning to do, they said they will deal with you. I said, we will not bow. Oh, mind you, they invited us. There were many occasions where they called us and they invited us and said, come, we want to hear, we want to mentor you, we want to guide you. And I said, we will not be going. We will not be finding ourselves in the company of people that have stolen the land from the people of this country, that have stolen the resources from the people of this country. I said, we will not go. They said, where is this stubbornness coming from? They started to ask questions to say, where is this Mpho Dagada from? What is his family like? Who's backing him? Us began to speak. You all heard the video where they were told that there's an international organization that's funding us. They said that there's another government that's funding us. They said that it's impossible that a political party that started a year ago is able to gain so much momentum so quickly without finances, without resources, just by telling the truth. They started to ask questions among themselves. They said, it can't be. These ones will disturb our program. The moment I heard that they were discussing us, I said, let's go. I came out with said, yes, Rand manipulation. Let's talk about the Rand. Our Rand has been manipulated. We need those banks to pay back. They said, who is this political party that's telling people that the Rand has been manipulated? I came out. I said, would a billionaire lie? I came out and I said, look, there are funds that have been stolen from the Reserve Bank. We need them back. Here's the video. Would a billionaire lie? 44,000 views. I came up and I spoke about the alcohol addiction. I spoke about the fact that B is a scam. I spoke about the water crisis. I spoke about the fact that South Africans are rich. Every topic you can think about, I spoke the truth. They said, President, these people will kill you. I will not die. I cannot die. I said, they have not heard about immortality swallowed up in a human being. I said, they will not prevail. And indeed, they tried all sorts of things. And indeed, where we are, we stood for the truth. But in the last hour, in the midnight hour, when we are supposed to be out there campaigning, we are supposed to be out there making sure that our billboards are up, making sure that our boards are up, making sure that we are doing the work of the political party. In the last hour, they say there's a button that was not clicked. You know, when I was even there, I said to them that we can even call forensics because they were threatening to say, yeah, you didn't click a button. You'll do it next. Wait for the next election. Maybe in the next election you'll click. I said, how does it make sense that a political party that is prepared for elections and was even on your own system is now being told that there was a button they didn't click? I looked at them and I said, the deep state has struck. You know, when I listened to them, I sat down and I said, Lord, what have we done? What have we not done? I mean, we've done everything. We've done everything. When this struck, I said the deep state has struck, and they struck in a way that we were not even expecting it. Mind you, none of us expected this. We were done. They said, no, there's a button. There's a button you didn't click. They said, sorry, this thing happened. Sometimes people forget to click buttons. Then before I left, they said to me, when you go out in the media, make sure you tell them that you didn't click a button. We don't want problems. This is in a meeting in the IEC offices. I said, I will not back down. I will not give up. I will neither be silenced. If they want to get rid of me, unfortunately, there is no way. Maybe they must try, these encompasses or whatever that they want to try. But I will not be silenced. Arise, South Africa will not be silenced. We will neither back down. We are the only political party in this country that is not funded by those funders. The only one. And they got rid of the only political party that's not funded by those funders. They got rid of it from the ballot paper. I said righteousness and truth will prevail in our nation. Righteousness and truth will prevail in our nation. I said, we will not back down. No. They said, what's the problem? Arise South Africa is still young. Let it wait another 5 years. I said, we will not back down. We will not back down. We will not back down. I stood up and I said, look, the deep state has struck. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? The deep state has struck. What are we going to do? You know, and there are people who don't believe that there's the deep state. There are people who don't believe that there are people who own this country, who decide how things should go. And for them to see a political party that they are not controlling or funding, coming up and the people funding that political party, it scares them. Because to them, it shows them that there is a voice in this nation that cannot be bought. And for that reason alone, they were so terrified, they said, we need to get rid of them. That was their plan. Their plan was to say, get rid of them. We don't know them. Yes, we know all the other political parties. We funded all the other political parties. And all the other political parties, when they speak, they toe the line. They don't talk about land. By the way, there's no political party that's talking about land. Even those that started talking about land, being the EFF, these days, the land conversation, they've now changed the perspective. They said these talk about how the rand was manipulated. These ones are talking about how people have been stealing from our reserve bank for many years. These ones are talking about how South Africa should be the richest country in the world. They said we can't have a political party which we don't control. We can't have it on the ballot paper. What if the nation just decides or wakes up and realizes the truth, and immediately all of them decide to vote with the truth? They said we can't have that. And the deep state said, you know what? Let us give them one blow that will shut them down. They said, oh, because of a technological technicality. They said, oh, you forgot to click a button. You will no longer be in the elections. I said to somebody that, these are moments where when you hear these sort of things, yes, there are people who, and I always say this to say, we are all in different levels of understanding. There are people who will believe it to say, but President, you didn't click a button. Somebody did click a button. Nice try. These things are normal. This is how life works. You lose some, you win some. No! We are aware of their agenda. We are aware that if the voice of truth is not in parliament, we are aware that this country is going in the wrong direction. We are aware that they will continue to destroy this nation up until South Africa and Africa have nothing. We are not, it's bigger than what you think it is. It's an agenda that they've crafted for many years to say, how are we going to destroy Africa to the point where even these young leaders that are arising, that they are so destroyed and dismayed. I said, we will not have it. 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 I want you to type in to say, not on my watch in the chat box. Not on my watch. And I began to say to everybody that I know, I said, those of us that had relaxed in our watch times, because we are busy, by the way. We are very busy people. In the night times, we are very busy. I said to them that, hey, it's time for us to stop sleeping. They said, President, what do you mean? I said, those that understand the language that I'm speaking, it's time for us to stop sleeping. We are no longer sleeping. We are suspending sleep for now. We have something to deal with. There is an enemy that has decided that the voice of truth will be shut down. And this enemy, we ought to deal with this enemy. I said, we will not sleep. We'll be dealing with this deep state. Where they plotted and they planned and they said, we are ending them. We are making sure that in a technicality, they planned everything. Even to the point of them, when we showed our bank account here, they were watching to say, even if they succeed in making the payment, even if they succeed in the signatures, even if they were planning to say, we will catch them. Where have you ever heard of people saying that we were watching whatever move you were doing? We were watching you. Where have you heard of these things? And they said, in the last minute, we will give them a blow and they will give up. When the blow came, I said to somebody, I said, even as a leader, I said, I felt this blow. This one was personal because when you understand how the deep state functions, because there are people that don't understand these things. There are people who still think that we are making things up. There are people who think, man, there's no such thing, man. These people are nice people. Maybe they didn't fund you because continue thinking that in a country that is supposed to be the richest country in the world, continue thinking that half the people deserve to live in poverty and it's normal. Continue thinking that in this country where we have all the gold, the silver, the platinum, the vanadium, the manganese, all the resources to be a global superpower, that majority of the people still live in poverty and you think it's normal. There is an enemy at hand. And this enemy wants to ensure that the voice of the truth never stands up. They want to ensure that the voice of the truth is always silent until they've taken everything that this country has. Mind you, recently, they are planning on digging into the 150 billion that we have in gold as reserves in our country. They said that they wanted to. And I've been saying that the country must not give away its gold. And I'm seeing regulations that are coming in where people are saying that no, that gold must be given away. And I said, this is the reason why they want to finish off the loot without the voice of truth being there. And I said, it will not happen. We will be there and we'll ensure that the truth prevails. We'll ensure that this country functions and prospers for all people. We are the restraining force. We are that force that they never planned for. You know, when they sit down and they have their meetings, the biggest issue that they've got is that how did they not see this coming? That a generation would arise, that they would come together and form a formidable force. And even in a short space of time, they would collect enough signatures, they would collect enough money, they would mobilize. They keep asking themselves, you know that we are studied out there. People still ask themselves and say, we've never seen a political party like Arise South Africa, where the president comes on Facebook and says we are raising 750,000 and the money comes out from people. They are still, you know, there are people who are still asking themselves to say, how are they doing this? We are trying to shut us down. They are still wondering, how are we still standing? I said, they don't know us. Having done all, we stand. Having experienced all, we stand. He that sitteth shall laugh. We laugh at their plans and we say, these ones, they when they look at us, they are not aware that for years we have been training for such a moment. Oh, when Goliath was talking, when Goliath was standing there and swearing at all of them, he was not aware that there was a young David in the field who, when the lion came, he wrestled the lion and he won. That when the bear came for the sheep, he won against the bear. They were not aware that there was a group of people that were in training to come and deal with the deep state, to come prepared for the end of time, prepared for the last days, to say, these will be the ones that will rescue Africa from the clutches of the wicked ones that have been doing all this to our nation. No, they were not ready for us. They were not prepared for us. And now, if they think we are going to sit down, if they think that we are going to be crying and saying, oh, we've lost. Oh, we tried. Oh, maybe next year. Oh, maybe we're not strong enough. Oh, maybe we need to learn how to click a button. Oh, maybe we don't know how these buttons work. Oh, maybe we don't. If they think that's what we are going to do, they are mistaken. They are mistaken. We are not that type. We were never that type. We are part of those that are saying, make the fire 7 times hotter. Whatever you do, you will find us equal and ready to the task. There is nothing that you can do to stop us. Oh, they've tried everything. They tried to infiltrate Arise South Africa. They tried this, they tried that, they tried this. Oh, we are still standing and we are standing stronger. If anything, we are becoming stronger every day. Every day we are becoming stronger. Every day we are becoming stronger. I said to leaders the other day, they were talking about this. Some were saying, hey, maybe this. I said, leaders, when the enemy wants to kill a vision, what he does is he causes division. Divide and conquer. Let them start to question themselves. Let them maybe think that what they were doing. Maybe let them start to. I said, leaders, now is not a time to be questioning or fighting or thinking or doing. Now is a time for each and every one of us to be mobilizing our voting agents. To be saying in every voting station, we are ready, we are prepared. To be preparing for the election day. Because what the agenda is that let's tie down Arise South Africa in all this confusion. You know, it's the enemy's strategy to confuse us, to get us to be in a place of worry, to start saying, hey, you know, maybe we were too ambitious. Maybe we should wait for maybe, you know, that's what they want. So we can't be confused. Now is not a time for us to be saying, did we click the button? Maybe we didn't click the button. Oh, hey, maybe we didn't do this, blaming ourselves. Maybe thinking, oh, you know, maybe we didn't know. Because the enemy will always try and bring in those seeds just to make it seem like we are at fault, we've done something wrong. I said, there is now no more condemnation. Now it's a time for those that know warfare. Now is the time for warfare. Now is the time to rally up those troops, to take out those bazookas that we've had. To say, no. We know how to launch our own missiles. The moment they are doing this, we are launching our own missiles. We are doing our own warfare. Men and women of war, we know how to go to war. And so where we are neither dismayed, we are not disappointed, we are not discouraged. We understand that we're at war. We are at war. And this is a good warfare. It's a good warfare for our country. And hey, maybe we were naive. We just thought that they would hand over the country. We just thought that these people would just say, Arise South Africa, just allow them to be on the ballot paper. Allow them. They've been watching us. You think that they're just going to hand over the country? No. The deep state has been benefiting from this country for so long. There are other countries that they are aware. Remember, if we can show the rest of the world that the will of the people can prevail, other countries in Africa will begin to be inspired. Young people in Zimbabwe will begin to arise. People in Mozambique, young people all around our countries will begin to say, we saw a group of people called Arise South Africa that were neither funded, they didn't receive any funding. They stood up for the truth. They came together. They united under a vision and they began to arise. They made it and they won. And these people watching us and they're saying, we must stop them before they begin to inspire other people to do the same thing. And they came up with their plans. And when they came up with their plans, when it happened, I looked at the leaders and I said, leaders, when the enemy comes in like a flood, when the enemy comes in, it stops there. It doesn't come in like a flood. It's not the enemy that comes in like the flood. No, the enemy comes in like a little trickle of water. When the enemy comes in like a trickle of water, then it says, like a flood, I will raise up the standard. So where we are, the enemy has come in. Like a flood, we are raising that standard. Like a flood, we are, when the deep state asked themselves to say, look, we tried everything, but like a flood, Arise South Africa came and took over everything. Arise South Africa came, and in every ballot paper, we were there. Our party agents were there. Everybody was involved. Everybody was focused. Nobody was confused. If you were confused, thinking, oh, is this, that, and the other, stop the confusion. Stop the confusion. Stop the confusion. We are still on the ballot paper. Yes. All the 9 provinces, Arise South Africa is still there. It's just the national one where they are saying this, but we are still there on all the provinces. We are still there. So in every voting station, every one of our leaders, when this happened, there were even some of our party aides that started to say, okay, let's move to other political parties because it seems like Arise South Africa is no longer there. And I said, they planned it to say even our people will be confused. Don't be confused. We are still there on the ballot paper. We are still there. I want everybody to type in the chat box, we are still there. Type in the chat box, we are still there. We are still there. We are still there. We are still there. Like a flood, we are still there. We are still there. So we are still there in all 9 provinces. We are just arranging. We are just sorting out. Oh, remember what I said to you, that we look not at the things that are seen, for the things that are seen are temporal. We look at the things that are unseen, for the things that are unseen, those are eternal. Somebody asks you and say, are we there? You say, yes, we are there. We are there. We don't focus on the things that are subject to change. These are subject to change matters. Somebody says, President, but the national, you say, oh, that's a subject to change matter. Don't worry. It's about to change. We are dealing with it. In the nighttime, we are dealing with it. We are not sleeping. No, we are busy with that decision. Don't worry. We are changing things from where we are. When we sat down and we said, what do we do? And we said, you know what? we need to go the legal route. And I will be honest, I don't like the legal route. I don't like it. But I said, you know what? Let's go the legal route. And we began to make calls. And, we had one of our leaders in Arise South Africa who is a lawyer. And he said, President, I'm ready. Everything that's needed. They started to action. They started to action. They started to action. And they said, President, we've done everything, but we need a senior counsel to be able to stand. And I said, senior counsel, it's a weekend. Remember, we found this information out. We found this information out on a Thursday, just before Easter. I said, where shall we begin? And immediately we reached out, and Advocate Mpho said, no, I'm available. For Arise South Africa, I'm available. We said, but Advocate, we thought maybe you are a part of another political party. We thought. He said, no, I'm available. We said, oh, wow. And we began to work, and everything is now prepared. Tomorrow, we are now filing with the court. And before the 9th, the court has a decision. So when somebody asks, you tell them that these are subject to change matters. I said to somebody, for Easter, I had prepared, I had a plan of all the churches that I'm going to be visiting. I couldn't even visit those churches because I was busy with the lawyers. We were busy. I said, how dare they? How dare they attack us on Easter? How dare they? That the deep state is so cheeky. How dare they to say on Easter, when we are supposed to be going out to all the and letting them know that, hey, we have a reason. The third day has come. We have a reason. We are now running around with court cases, with this and that and the other. And I said, you know what? Through it all, we have to believe. Through it all, we have to trust. Through it all, I said, it doesn't matter. Through it all. We are submitting in Bloemfontein at the electoral court. We are submitting everything. All the paperwork has been done. Everything has been. And then they said, you can email your submission. I said I said, the deep state has shown us once who they are. We are not going to email. We are going to drive there and submit at 8 o'clock in the morning. They said, no, there's no need to drive. You can just send an email. I said, no, we will not be sending an email because we relaxed and we thought that things were normal. And we are told that we didn't click a button. I said, we will not send an email. We will drive there. In the morning, in fact, we will be the first ones there. Plus, send an email. They said, but, now we are wasting petrol. I said, hey, we are dealing with the deep state here. We must be careful with every move and everything that we do because change is nigh. Change is so close. And everybody can sense it. Everybody knows about it. Everywhere you go, if you can sense the atmosphere, you know that change is knocking for our nation. They are aware of it as well. And they are trying to make by all means. I looked at another province. And, people used to say that, hey, there are many political parties in South Africa. Hey, there are 600 political parties in South Africa. Hey, all the political parties are too many. And I was just looking at the numbers to say, okay, where they are, what are the numbers looking at? You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at the numbers. What the deep state has done is they've destroyed so many political parties. For example, in the Western Cape, there are only 28 political parties that will be on that ballot. From 600, now it's only 20. Arise South Africa is part of them. Arise South Africa is one of the 28. They've destroyed all these political parties. They've gotten rid of them. Many of them gave up. I spoke to some of them that said, President, we are going to boycott the election. Some of them said, hey, President, we don't even have enough money to approach the High Court. I said, in Arise, everything is miraculous. I will be lying to you if I said that I've received an invoice from this lawyer or from that lawyer. No, everything that's going on, people are saying, no, we will fight. Let me show you, because I know that there are certain people that when we speak, they often say, what do you mean only 28? There are only 28 political parties that you're going to be seeing on the Western Cape ballot from 600 political parties. They've dealt with all of them. And out of all of them, as I said to you, Arise South Africa, we are the restraining force. Whew. You know, when I speak about this, so this is the ballot for the Western Cape. Only 28. What happened to everybody who was saying, we have too many political parties. All these political parties must go. Too many. Someone will say, no, it's because the political parties are from 600 to now 28. Oh, and here we are. Here's the eagle. Here's the mighty eagle. You know, they've started to send out the provinces. Here's the mighty eagle. How much from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? The eagle. People said, the ballot paper will be many boxes. Hey, it will be 10. Hey, it will be. Those were all lies. Those were all lies that were peddled in to make sure that they are able to do their agenda with as few people as possible. But we are here. We are here. You know, in other provinces, it's even more shocking. For example, in the Northern Cape, there are only 23 political parties that you'll see on the ballot paper. From 600 to 23. And you are still believing that the deep state is not there trying to make sure that there are less people participating. Remember, if there are less people participating, people will vote for the old political parties, the parties that are funded by this deep state. Here's the eagle. Here's the eagle at number 8 in the Northern Cape. So we are still there. Ask yourself the question, what happened to all the other political parties? What happened to them? They are not here. They are not here. Only 23 left. Northern Cape ballot 23. Western Cape 28. People were telling us, no, there are too many political parties. Yeah, the ballot paper will be a long list. It will be a book. Where? Where is this long book? We have an enemy at hand. We have an enemy at hand. No, IEC, don't worry. We know. We are not at war at you. No. Our warfare is not the one you think it is. No. We don't war like the way you war. No. We have a different set of rules. We have a different set of strategies that we use. And all of us, we are at war. Oh, don't spend a day. Don't spend a day. That's how they want you to think. We are at war. And when we are at war, there is no middle ground. 57 days, everywhere you go, you are talking about Arise. You are spreading the message of Arise. You are letting people know Arise South Africa is on the ballot paper. You are conscientizing people. Everybody must know that there's only one voice of truth on the ballot paper, Arise South Africa. Only one political party that is not funded by the deep state, Arise South Africa. We are there, all 9 provinces. All 9 provinces. You know, when I saw it, I said, my goodness. They said, these people are too powerful. Let's weaken them. Let's only keep them to provinces. I said, we will not allow that. We will not allow that. We will prevail. We will prevail. We are not about to watch our country controlled by the deep state. No, they must forget their time is up. Come the 29th of May, we are checking them out. We are casting them out. We are saying, hey, get out of here. Righteousness and truth, justice, it will prevail in our nation. So I want every single leader to be aware that the war is on. If you thought the war was not on, the war is on. There is no middle ground. The eagle is here. Share the message far and wide. Let everybody know what is going on. And when that court date arrives in Bloemfontein, if you are in Bloemfontein, we need all of you to be ready. We need all of you to be ready because we need you to be there. Oh, what a victory it will be for us. What a victory it will be for us. You know, the more they press us, the more they try and press us. Oh, let me open it up. Oh, let me open it up. We are pressed on every side. Let me open it up. Let me open it up. We are hard pressed on every side, but are not crushed. We are perplexed. but not in despair. We are persecuted, but not abandoned. We are struck down from the roll, but we are not destroyed. Woo! Woo! Just give me some fire emojis. Give me some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be hot. It's about to be hot. It's about to be hot. It's about, I wish I could just stand up from where I am right now because I can feel this thing and I know that each and every one of you can feel it. It's about to be hot. It's about to be hot. Where they thought we would give up, we are just refiring. Oh, we don't get tired. No. We refire. Oh, we don't get confused. No, we are focused. No, we don't. That's what they try to do. They try to press us on every side. It says we are hard pressed on every side. You come to this side, they are pressing us. You come to this side, they are pressing us. But it says we are not crushed. Oh, I've been pressed, but we are not crushed. It says we are perplexed. Some of the leaders are now confused to say, are we going to be on the ballot? Are we not going to be on the ballot? Hey, this is perplexing. What does perplexing mean? It means that this thing is too difficult for the mind to understand. Some saying, have we been infiltrated? Some are saying, hey, what's going on? But it says we are not in despair. Oh, we are not in despair. We are persecuted. Oh, there are people that persecute us. Oh, on Twitter. Oh, I've been dealing with the persecutions. Oh, they've been persecuting us. They've been saying that, you know what? We want this Arise to non-existent. Some of them have been saying that, no, Arise South Africa, we need it to be dead. Some of them even said the president must die. I said, oh, we are persecuted. We are persecuted. There was a woman. She deleted the post. She said that, President, you will die. She said this on Twitter. The woman said, you will die. I responded, I said, you wicked and unruly woman. This is the woman. She said, you will die. Rest in peace. The page has even been deleted. Whew, I think there's somebody out there fighting for us. When all those words, I said, before the day is over, this one, it's been deleted. This person said that I'm going to die. I'm sure some of you saw it. I wish I had taken a screenshot. I hope somebody took, there's a screenshot. Somebody took a screenshot. No. I must show this because when we say these things, people think that we are making things up. And the moment I said, you wicked and unruly woman, because I know that I know how they fight. I know what they are trying to do. I know that they've tried so many times to say, no, we must put an end to this life. Oh, they were not aware. They were not aware of the greater one. They were not aware that Arise is the greater one. They were not aware of the mighty eagle. They were not aware. No. They were not aware. Oh, we've been persecuted, but not abandoned. It says, struck down. Oh, this one I used to always say to people that I've experienced the hard pressed. I've experienced the perplexing. But I said the struck down. This was my first time where you are on a list for the ballot paper and you are struck down from the ballot. You ask questions, they say, no. We've struck your name down. Arise South Africa has been struck down from the ballot paper. Oh, I had to go back and I encouraged myself. I said, okay. It says we are struck down, but not destroyed. I said we are going to court. We are not destroyed. We might be struck down, but we are not destroyed. Whew! The greater one. The greater one. I want you to type in the chat box and say, Arise, the greater one. Arise, the greater one. Arise, the greater one. Greater is he that is with Arise South Africa than he that is with the deep state. They were not aware They were not aware. They were not aware. They were not aware that we were prepared for this, that we were told that you will be pressed on every side for the war that you are trying to war. They said when you start to talk about the land, they will squeeze you, they will press you. I said, but we are not crushed. They said, oh, you will be perplexed. I said, oh, we are perplexed. Does it happen that we are on the ballot? Other people said, Arise is no longer there. Other people said, Arise is now no longer on. I said, no, we are still on the provincial ballot. We are still on every single province. They said, this will confuse the voters. I said, we are in the perplexing stage. But it says, but not in despair. Persecuted. Oh, we are persecuted. Oh, if you want to see our persecutions, go to Twitter. They are there. Our persecutors are there. They've been paid. You know, I was told that they were even paid, that accounts on Twitter were paid to say, go and deal with any other political party that says anything. Go and shut them down. Every time we post on Twitter, we are persecuted. Oh, we are persecuted. We are persecuted. People have been persecuting us on a daily. You know, the other day we had over 600 persecutors on Twitter just saying negative things about Arise South Africa. On the video where we released, the last video we released on Twitter, by the way, I want to give you the numbers of our persecutors, because the more they persecute, I keep saying, proving it right. Oh, they're proving it right. They're proving what was written in the volume of the book. They are proving it right. This scrolling, because I need to continue scrolling. Oh, we are persecuted. No, maybe let me show you some of the persecution, because when we say we are persecuted, other people think that no, these ones, they are being dramatic. Who would persecute them? No, let me show you. Let me show you. I posted this and I said, Grace Unmodified, Good Friday. I said, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. This was my prayer on Good Friday. I said, forgive this deep state and all these people that are doing all these things. I said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Oh, the persecutors began. Oh, they began. But Popeye. Oh, they began. Oh, the persecutors. They just continued. They just continued. The persecutors. I kept on watching and I said, the persecutors also there. On the other post, they were also, somebody said, but President, don't pay attention to them. I said, they have to be there. It's part of the script. Persecuted, but not abandoned. Now, where are we? We are near the end. We are in that one that says struck down. We are struck down. Hey, oh, they struck us down. Oh, they struck us down. But we are not destroyed. We are not destroyed. We are not destroyed. We are not destroyed. We can never be destroyed. And it's the message that I want each and every one of us to send to all our detractors out there, to say, we will never be destroyed. You can't destroy Arise South Africa. Even if you try and infiltrate our leadership, you will never be able to destroy us. Even if you try and come with different angles, you will never be able to destroy us. Even if you try, you will never be able to destroy us. Oh, I said there have been so many times that they've tried to destroy us. There are certain things that have happened that I even said, you know what, let me not talk too much. Let me not even bring these ones to the fore. You know, we've had to take our cars to penal beating. We've had to take our cars to penal beating because accidents have happened. They've tried all sorts of things. And we said some of these things we will keep quiet. We will not speak. When they tried this and tried that, we said, no, we'll keep silent. We won't speak. But when they tried this one, I said, no. Now we can't keep quiet. Now we have to respond. So we are going to court, and as we are going to court, those that know what to do, we need to do what we do. Our judges will not be captured. No, they will judge rightly, they will judge fairly. They will judge based on the truth. People have said to us to say, the courts, it's a dead end because the courts are, I said, no, not this time around. There's somebody who is above the courts. So it's important that where we are leaders, we realize that we are not destroyed. We are not despaired. Yes, we might be perplexed. Yes, this what we are going through might be challenging. We might be hard pressed. Yes, but we are not crushed. We are not in despair. We are not destroyed. We are still standing. We are still standing. We are still standing. Having all stand. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me end. Let me end. Woo! Let me end with this one. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Let me end it like this. Let me end it like this. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor. Put on the whole armor. Put on the whole armor. These are seasons where leaders, you must be armed. You must be armed because what they are trying to do, they are trying to make that you are disarmed. Now is the time where every leader of Arise South Africa, you must be armed. When you else is doing something silly, make sure you are armed. It's a season to be armed. Therefore, take up the full armor. We are armed. He says, so that when the day of evil comes, we are in the day of evil. The day of evil has come. You know, there are leaders who I thought were strong. Some of them, they are getting confused. Some of them are getting weak. I'm saying, leadership, why are you weak? They are saying, hey, President, I don't know what's going on. I said, we are in the day of evil. It's not a time to be weak. Put on the full armor. Put on the full armor. It's time for every leader of Arise Africa. Don't be weak. Don't be confused. Don't be in despair. Don't be discouraged. Put on the full armor. Put on the full armor. So that when the day of evil comes, you will be able to stand. There are some leaders that are no longer standing. There's another leader who said to me, President, this is too much for me. I'm quitting. I said, when the day of evil comes, some of them are going to quit. I said, we are in the day of evil. Don't quit now. Leadership, don't give up now. Yes, I know you are hard pressed. Yes, I know that you are perplexed. It's not a time to give up. Put on the full armor. It says, so that in the day of evil, when the day of evil comes, you will be able to stand your ground. Woo! We are in the day of evil. We are standing our ground. There are people that have given up. There are people that are on the brink of giving up. Not us, not Arise South Africa. We are standing our ground in the day of evil. We have put on our full armor. Our sword is there. Our sword is there. We are telling everybody about Arise every day. Remember Pledge 5. Every day you are telling everybody about Arise. Everybody about Arise. Wherever you go, you are saying, let us not forget there is Arise South Africa. You are in your church, your cell group, wherever you are, in the taxi, in the bus, you are saying, let us not forget there is Arise South Africa. You are going door to door. You are telling them about Arise South Africa. You've put on your full armor. Because we are in the day of evil. Woo! Then, it continues. It continues. Those that are not aware of where I'm reading from, maybe share where I'm reading from. It says, Woo! You know, when we read these words, and you know, if you are not in the war, maybe this doesn't make sense to you. Maybe you didn't collect those signatures. Maybe that's why you are relaxed. Maybe you didn't give your money. You know, maybe your seed is not on the ground. The people I'm talking to, they've given their money to Arise. Their seed is on the ground. They've given their 150s. They have given their signatures. They waited in the sun collecting signatures. They went all out. They understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you think that we are being dramatic, or you think that we are just shouting for nothing. Maybe the issue is that you don't know the war we are in. Maybe the issue is that you don't know how to fight. Maybe the issue is that this is not for you. Skip, watch something else. But those that know what I'm talking about, it's our time. It's our time. It says, and having done all. What is that having done all? Having submitted the signatures, having given the finances, having done everything that you knew how to do as a politician, having done everything that you knew that you were doing, having gone to every household, having spoken about Arise South Africa everywhere, having done all. Whew! It gives us an instruction. It tells us what to do. It says, and having done everything, stand. Stand. It ends there. It says, having done everything, stand. And I'm asking you as leaders of Arise South Africa to say, it's not a time to give up. It's not a time to be faint. It's not a time to be weak. It's a time to stand for the truth. Having done all, stand. Oh, we are standing. We are standing. We are standing. It's the day of evil. We are standing. We are saying that a righteous government will rule this nation. We are saying that come the 29th of May, Arise South Africa will be on all 3 ballot papers. Everybody will vote for Arise South Africa. They will vote for it in every province. They will vote for it in every voting station. We are saying, having done all, stand. Woo! They were never ready for us. They were never ready for us. No. They don't know where we draw our inspiration. They don't know that we are men and women of war. They don't know that we are trained for war. They don't know that when it's time for war, that real us comes out. Oh, they thought we are like the others. They thought that like we're the other presidents. They thought that, oh, these ones, the moment they hear they've done a mistake or this or that, they will give up. They will be faint. Oh, they will do this. Oh, they better think again. We're an army. We're an army and we are fully armed. We've taken up upon the whole armor. We are fully armed. We are ready and we are ready for the election day. We are not confused. We are not in despair. We are not discouraged. Oh, we can see it. Oh, we can see it. Leaders, can you see that day? It's important that you see the day of election. Oh, we can see it. The day of Arise South Africa is sure. We are leaders of vision. We are eagles. Oh, maybe we should remind them that in Arise South Africa, our logo, it's an eagle. Why is it an eagle? Because an eagle has foresight and insight. An eagle is able to see ahead. An eagle is able to see the storm and weather the storm. We are the true eagles. We are the mighty eagles. Oh, we are ready for the storm. 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 Oh, somebody said, why is he shouting? I said, oh, you don't understand. Oh, log off. You don't understand why we are shouting. No, you don't understand. You don't understand why we are shouting. We can't keep quiet. No, we can't. This thing, it's like a fire shut up inside of us. We have to make sure that every single person knows about Arise South Africa. We have to make sure that we win this election. Oh, you won't understand it. No, you won't. No. Go to other political parties that don't shout. No, here in Arise, there's a shout of a king amongst them. Here in Arise, we shout. We shout. No. We are people of war. No, here we shout. We shout. Oh, we won't stop shouting. Wherever you are, leaders, release that shout. They must know that people of war are here. They must know that these ones, when they speak, this thing is inside of them. Somebody said, oh, relax. It's just politics. I said, oh, it's not just politics. This thing is destiny at work in the nation. This thing is predestination at work. This thing is deeper. And oh, in case they forgot, we are willing to die for this thing. We are willing to die for this thing. If they want to kill us, we will die in rejoicing. We are willing to be in prison for this thing. We are willing to go the extra mile for this thing. So those that are wondering to say, oh, but why are they dramatic? Oh, why is he shouting? Oh, why couldn't he just said that lightly? No. It couldn't have been said lightly. We are in war and we are in full war zone. You take your microphone. Oh, there was a leader that said, President, I've got a microphone. I said, why? They said, I've bought a microphone. I said, why? They said, I'm going to my town right in the CBD. They said, I plug in my microphone. I take out the mic and I say, arise. I said, that's it. Everywhere in the country, we are shouting, we are screaming this message. People are going out with their microphones. And if you have not yet bought a microphone, you better buy a microphone, because that's one of our strategies. Everywhere we go, you've got a microphone. You are preaching this gospel of arise. Every taxi rank, you are there with your microphone. In the morning, you are speaking the messages. In the evening, you are there with your microphone. You are a preacher of arise. Oh, let this message be told everywhere. Let this message be told everywhere. Let this message be told everywhere. And all those that are our detractors, all those that are our enemies, whoo! You are playing your role. We were told about you. We were told that we will be hard pressed. We were told that we would be perplexed. You are playing your role. We will allow you to play your role, but allow us to play our role. Our role is to shout this message. Our role is to go everywhere and let everybody know about this message. Our role is to make sure that we wear the logo with pride every day. Our role is to make sure that we never keep quiet. Our role is to make sure that on every ballot paper we are there. Our role is to make sure that we are fighting for the truth. Our role is to make sure that we are not giving up or backing down. Our role is to make sure that we are shouting this message everywhere. So excuse us. Excuse us if we don't come across the way you want us to come across. Excuse us if we are too loud for you. Excuse us. We are playing our role. In the volume of the book, it is written about us that we will come and we will do this will. So we are there. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Somebody said, President, with this energy, I can tell that this nation will change. I said, it's just the beginning. We are not those politicians who just shout and there's no power. And then when we are done, we close. No, we are those that speak and act. We are those that speak and act. When we speak, we are launching missiles. We are releasing missiles. People are going out and they are acting. We are men and women of war. We are dangerous people. We are not to be messed with. We understand what we are doing. We understand our positions. We are standing as soldiers of war. We are fully armed. Having done all, we are standing. Unshakable, unmovable, unconvincible. You can't convince us otherwise. You can't convince us that what we are doing is wrong. You can't convince us to say, oh, maybe tone it down. You can't. No, we are standing. Having done all, stand. Woo! We are standing. Having done all, stand. Having done all, stand. Having done all, stand. Having done all, stand. So leaders, where we are ensuring that we are near the victory. Oh, we are near the victory. And leaders, those that persecute us, those that have silly comments, oh, allow them. They are playing their role. We need to be persecuted. It's part of the duty. If there was no persecution, we'd be going the wrong direction. We need them to persecute us. They are playing their role. Allow them. Just go and comment and say, thank you for playing your role. They must play their role. But what we are doing, we are sharing this. We are sharing this. We are full on election campaign. We are going out there. Everywhere we go, we are shouting the message of arise. We are shouting on the rooftops. We are shouting everywhere. Everywhere we are going, we are shouting. It's like a fire, this thing. It's like a flood, this thing. It's going everywhere. Everybody's preparing to vote for Arise South Africa. Everybody's believing in Arise South Africa. Do you know that our last video, this is what I wanted to share with you, on Twitter, where we did our last video. Did you know that we received over 400,000 people that viewed that video? 4,000 people that viewed that. Oh, people used to ask, where will the voters come from? Who will vote for you? I said, if 400,000 people are sitting down and watching our video, oh, you better ask yourself twice, eh? If 400,000 people are watching our videos, you better ask yourself twice. You better ask yourself twice. So, no. Our persecutors, oh, we like you. We welcome you. But just share. Even when you persecute us, you can insult us and share the insult. Let other people meet the insult. That would have never met us if you insult us. So thank us further. Thank you for moving us to where we need to go, like a flood. Like a flood. Oh, arise is like a flood. Arise is like a flood. Arise when they are busy commenting, when they are, this flood is coming and it's just, a flood just comes and takes you. Arise is like a flood. Woo! Like a flood. So, leaders, where we are not discouraged. We are not dismayed. We are not in despair. We are focused. We are resolute. We've taken on the full armor. Our party agents in every voting station of our country, our party agents, you are continuing. And leaders, you are recruiting other people to be party agents. Recruiting others. One will recruit 100. Another will recruit 1,000. Every voting station, we've got party agents that are there. Very important. And I'm going to be talking about a strategy because they don't know us. No. Some of them, they need to know that the way we do things at Arise is different. To say, on voting day in Arise, at every voting station, we'll be surrounding the voting stations. No. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be marching. We'll be there at the voting station. There will be no voting station without the leaders of Arise. And those that are doing their thing will be doing their thing. I know those that are ready, those that know what I'm talking about, you'll be there doing your thing. Oh, what a day. What a day it shall be when we win this election. And they'll ask us, how did we win it? We'll tell them it was not by might, nor was it by power. Oh, you better shout wherever you are. Oh, let me calm down. Let me calm down because tomorrow I've got other interviews. I need my voice. So leaders, tomorrow I'm going to be doing more interviews. Where we were on SAB, we were on we were on all newspapers, Daily Sun. We are going everywhere. Every single place we are there. So tomorrow I've got other interviews. That's why I'm saying that I need to spare the voice because I still need to speak some more. But we are cruising beautifully. Oh, no. Everything is going as planned. All things work together for good. That's where we are. We are at the all things work together for good street. That's the street. That's our location. We are at the all things work together for good. We're not moving there. We are there. So we are going out, the party agents, you are doing your work. You are ensuring that in every single home, they know about Arise. They know that the voice of truth is there on the ballot paper. Every single person will be voting Arise South Africa. So leaders, where we are, there's no telling. When I close my eyes and I see that election day, oh, deep state, you will be embarrassed. Oh, where is your sting? Because what we are going to do on that election day, the voice of truth that started to tell every single citizen about the truth that our country will not be bought, the truth that we will not be, sold off to the highest bidder, the truth that South Africa is the richest country in the world, the truth that this country can function for all that live therein. I said to somebody, all our persecutors of Arise South Africa, why don't they question us on the truth that we speak? Because it always seems like when they come, they don't have any points. They will just say, why are you sounding like you're a church? This, that, and the other. And I'm saying, why are you not going to talk about the rand manipulation that we uncovered? Why aren't you talking about the Chancellor House that we uncovered? Why aren't you talking about all the other things that we've uncovered? Come and talk to us at an intellectual level. We don't know how to insult. We've never been good at insulting. We are not people who know how to insult. You will beat us at insulting. Oh, but come and talk to us about how we will build the nation. Come and ask us about our policy. Come and ask us about how we implement our systems. Come and ask us about the plans we've got. Come and ask us about how we'll restructure everything we're going to do. Come and ask us about the oil and gas that has been discovered in our nation. Come and ask us about how we'll change the tender system. Come and ask us about how we'll fix our minds. Come and ask us about ESCOM. That's where we have comments. But if you are insulting us, hey, yeah, no. We just watch and we say, they are playing their role. There's nothing we can do. We are not trained to insult. We don't know how to respond to insults. We know how to respond to people that are coming and asking us about solutions. Because in Arise South Africa, this is the home of solutions. We are filled with solutions. We are full of solutions. That's where we need you to go. So I challenge anybody who wants to insult us to say, come, let's have a debate. Let them know. Tell them that the president is ready to debate you on what you are saying. He's not afraid of you. In fact, we need you to come. So anybody who you see in the comment section, people saying this, just say to them, can you send me your number so that I can forward it to the president so that you can debate him live? Because some people think that because we don't allow them to speak or come in, we are afraid of them. No. We will debate them. So it's important that people understand that we want to debate you, but on ideas, not the insults. We don't know how to insult people. We know how to build nations. So leaders, thank you. Let's keep the discipline. We are men and women of war. Let's ensure that everybody is knowing more about Arise South Africa. Remember, I pledge 5. Every day we are now increasing it. We are now pledging 50. That 5 must now become 50. Every day we're informing people about 50 people. And leaders, those that know the challenges we are going through, I want every leader to sow. We need funds. We need funds. We're at a place where we need to pay for things. We need our placards to go up. We need funds. At the same time, we can't be saying that, we don't need this white monopoly capital funders that are going to control us, and then our bank account is empty. We know the righteous have been given funds. We know that resources belong to the righteous. I want each and every leader to dig in deep and pledge. Sow your seed today. We need to pay for our posters. We need to pay for a whole lot of things. Sow today. Don't delay. Fund the movement. When you fund the movement, you protect the movement. You make sure that each and every person that is out there trying to capture the movement is unable to, because the movement is funded by the people. So I want to make sure that every single leader that's out there, let's continue. There are expenses we need to pay. Let's ensure that we are there as vessels of honor. We are there. So if you do need the banking details, feel free to ask for them. We'll make sure that you get them. Leaders, we are forging ahead. We are arising. 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 Arise, mighty eagles, arise. Arise.